What the world doesn't know is that I'm wearing PJ bottoms with this outfit. Hey guys, today I am adding another installment to you guys seeing what's in my book collection. And today I'm going to be showing you my current Everyman's Library, I think that's what it's called, Everyman's Library collection books. I hope that makes sense. Under the umbrella of Everyman's Library, there are a few different collections, but it's all the same publisher. I don't know how many books I have here. You guys can keep track. But I will show you all the books, like I said, that I currently have. And I'm going to start with the biggest books and move down to the smallest, colorful books. So the reason why I love Everyman's Library is because, one, the books are extremely good quality, and second, they just look very elegant, classy, and they just make my bookshelf look so bookshelfy. You know what I mean? It's like when you imagine a library with those old school books, that's how I kind of see these. And as usual, I will be linking everything down below, and we'll be showing kind of closer up clips of the books, of their covers, and there is one book that has illustrations in it, so I'll be inserting a clip of those illustrations in this video. So let's just get started. The first book is by Leo Tolstoy, and it is War and Peace. It comes in this beautiful box set that has this beautiful depiction of war, and it goes all over the front, back, and side of the book. Nice, good quality cardboard. I did order a different book collection with a different box set, and when I actually got the box set, it was broken. This, I've had it for probably a couple years now, and it's still perfect quality. So this is why I do like this publisher. And inside, they split War and Peace into 3 separate volumes, so it's easier to read. This is volume 1. They all look exactly the same. And these editions come in burgundy. It's kind of like a linen texture, and the front has this black and gold type of title. This is War and Peace. This is how the spine looks like, and then the back is just plain. But it's just so classic looking, and on the bookshelves when they're all lined up, it's just so pretty. I love it. So these are the other 2 volumes. Like I said, they look exactly the same, and then they have a kind of satin ribbon inside all of these books, and just kind of gives a nice little classy feel to it. The second book that I have is this one, and this is their, I believe, their poetry editions within Everyman's Library. This is the only one that I have of these larger poetry books, and if you notice the image on it, it doesn't have that little speckled design, which I will be showing you later. This is the Complete English Poems by John Donne, and it has, I believe this is how he looked like. I hope that's him, not some random dude. The spine rather, looks like this. And then the back is white, and it just has some quotes from other authors talking about his poetry. So the quality of the pages of these books, of all of them, is really good quality. They're thin, but still very durable. The font is very readable, and it smells really good too. Is that a weird thing to say? I hope not. And when you take off the dust jacket for this one, it's also unique in that it is this kind of brown beige color to the linen, but again, it has the gold and the black to it. It's beautiful, and I really like John Donne's poems. They're beautiful and lovely. They're great. The next 4 books are what I consider the kind of classic Everyman's Library look to the books. This is the first one that I'll be showing you, and it's by Dante Alighieri. I always butcher names. I'm not even going to try. But this is the Divine Comedy, and it is all 3 parts. It's Inferno, Purgatory, and Paradiso. This translation is by Alan Mandelbaum, and what I was talking about, I'm going to have to show a closer up, but see, from far away, it just looks like a regular image, but it's actually filled with tiny little dots, which kind of give a really cool type of feel to the book. And then the spine has the dots as well, but it still has that kind of black and white classic look to it. This is the back. And then when you take off the dust jacket, in comparison to the burgundy covers, see this one is like a kind of blue periwinkle gray color, but it still has the gold and the black, and this is the back. Very, very pretty. The only thing that's different is that this doesn't have the front label like these books do. But it's still pretty. I really like the color. I won't really be describing the books as to like what they're about, just because it would take too long, I feel. But like I said, I'll be linking everything down below. And I think these websites give a better synopsis than I do anyhow. The next book is The Brothers Karamazov, I believe is how you say that. And this is by Fyodor Dostoevsky. Again, this is the kind of speckled type of design. This is the spine. This is the back. And then when you take off the dust jacket, it is burgundy and wonderful. The next book is by Alexander Dumas, and it is The Three Musketeers, and this gorgeous white type of cover. And then it has the Three Musketeers there. This is the spine, and this is the back. And let's take off the dust jacket and expose its nakedness. Is that inappropriate? I'm sorry. And this is the book, again in the burgundy finish. I have another book by Alexander Dumas, and this is The Count of Monte Cristo. And it has this rather good-looking chap in the front. This is the spine, and this is the back. And I believe this one is, yes, it is also in the burgundy linen finish. Very, very beautiful, and they just, like I said, you know, I always leave the dust jackets on, but if you were to take them off, it'd be this beautiful row of burgundy and periwinkle books. I love it. It's very beautiful. The next two books are the Everyman's Pocket Classics, and these are gorgeous. Very colorful, kind of different from the other books, but nonetheless still a very kind of elegant way of having color in your book collection. There are a bunch of books from this collection, and then when you stack them up next to each other, they all have different patterns, even though they're all colorful, and it just looks gorgeous next to each other, especially with all the white bands kind of being symmetrical. I like that. So the first one that I have is Love Stories, and this is the back, and this is the beautiful colorful spine. And this is an anthology of a collection of different authors. And then this is a naked hardcover. Oh, I love it. I'm usually not a fan of purple, but this is like a gorgeous kind of muted periwinkle purple color. It looks really different in different lights. And again, has the beautiful spine with the black and the gold. I love it. It's so beautiful. And then of course, because I'm from New York, I have New York Stories, and then this is how the spine looks like, and this is the back. And let's take off the dust jacket, and this one is black, which looks gorgeous with the spine. It's just so elegant. I love it. And yeah, that's all there is to say about this one. This is also an anthology with a collection of different authors with stories relating to New York. The last four that I have are these right here, these tiny cute little editions. They are the Everyman's Library Pocket Poets, and I just love how stinking cute they look on the shelves. They're so tiny and I love them. And the first one that I have here is called The Great Cat, and it's a poem collection about cats because I love kitty cats, and Martin's allergic to cats, so I can't have a cat, so I just read about it in my room because that's my life. But anyways, so this is the front, and then this is the spine. It has this orange little square, and it's very hard to see in the camera, but each spine has a little kind of image depending on what the book is about. And this one has whiskers. It's so cute. And then this is the back. It has this little lady with her white kitty. And then when you take off the cover, it is this beautiful bright orange color. I love it. And I believe when you get a bunch of these editions, they actually like make a rainbow. So very pretty. The next one that I have is this one, and it is Love Poems, and it has this Cupid on the front. The side looks like that with a red square, and it has X's and O's on the spine. And then it's the same image, just a little bit closer up. And then when you take off the dust jacket, it's this gorgeous bright, bright red that I love. This is one of my favorite colors. This and cobalt blue. I love those colors. And then the spine has the gold and the black on it. Very beautiful. The next one, again, I have to have anything related to New York, is Poems of New York. And this is the front. This is the side, and it just has these black and white lines going up and down the spine with a white square. And then this is the back. The same building, just lit at night. Gorgeous. And when you take off the dust jacket, just like the other book with the stories of New York, it is also in this classic black and gold. And last but not least, there are Russian poets in this gorgeous edition, very colorful, red, yellows, greens. It's very bright. This is the back, and then this is the spine. The spine has Russian letters going up and down, and I believe it says Russian poetry, like in Russian, Russkaya poetry, I think is how you say that. I think it's going to be reversed on the camera, but if you read Russian, am I reading this right? Does it say Russian poetry? I could probably ask my mom, but tell me down below instead. Then, when you take off the dust jacket, it is also a red color, and the naked hardcovers have a little emblem on it that says the title. So this one says Russian Poets. Very beautiful. So that is my current Everyman's library collection. Do you have any of these books? And if you have books that I don't have, recommend them down below, because I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's very classic looking and I love them. These are some of my favorite book collections, and Everyman's library is definitely one of my favorite publishers. So, and of course, I ordered everything with my own money because I have a problem, and as you guys know, I am a book hoarder to the day that I die. But subscribe to my channel if you like my videos. Give me a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment with book recommendations, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.